Rekha ma'am, shall I start? Or should I wait?
Hello, ma'am. Hello. Hello, ma'am. Hello.
Okay. Yes, very good morning to all of you. And I appreciate that you all have joined the lecture in time. So, very good. And please maintain this throughout the subject. Okay. So, I think I have been introduced to you in the orientation program. But let me quickly introduce myself. Myself, Pratiti Mankudi. And I'm going to be with you throughout the semester for this advanced Java subject. You can contact me through email or WhatsApp or Telegram group whenever you find any kind of difficulties regarding studies, regarding the subject and the way of learning this advanced Java, because till now, till fourth semester, you were having only the programming language which is having the desktop kind of application only, where you are working with the one program only. You execute the program and you get the output. But this advanced Java subject is a little bit more real time application, because it deals with multiple files at a time. It deals with the configuration of that multiple files, and also we need to communicate between those files. A small error in any of the file may lead to the errors and problems in your execution. So you can contact me anytime during the semester, after that also, for queries. Now, without wasting much time, we will go through. We will quickly go through the syllabus which we are learning in the advanced Java. I am sharing my screen with you all. Please acknowledge whether you can see my screen or not. Give me a minute. I am sharing the screen with you. Is it visible? My screen is visible. Any one of you can unmute and you can tell me. I request the students to communicate with
Yes, ma'am,
me.
is visible.
Okay, okay,
Yes,
great,
ma'am.
great.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, great. Okay, so this is the overview of the subject. We have already discussed a few things in the orientation session, but let me quickly go through it. This is advanced Java. Obviously, the prerequisite to learn this subject is the core Java, or the concepts which we have already learned in core Java is very, very essential to uh, get with this subject, because if you don't know what inheritance means or what interface means, it would be very difficult for you to digest some of the concepts here, because in this subject we are not going to learn what is interface or what is exception handling or what is file. We will just implement that concept in our program. So we don't have any time to discuss those topics. Still, if you all insist, I may revise the important topics which is necessary here. So core Java basics is very, very essential to go through this subject. This subject will give you 5 credits, and majority you will going to learn the architecture, J2EE architecture, actually your website. In very easy term, we can say you are going to create your own website with your front end and along with the back end. As it is Java, so we will have the front end in the JSP and servlet. You might have heard, you might have seen in the your URL some file with extension .jsp. That is nothing but created with Java. So that JSP file we are going to create, and then we are going to create our database also, and we will also communicate between our front end and the database. We will try to do the database operations which you have already did in Oracle, like select, insert, update, delete. Every queries we will fire, but the only difference will be, instead of using our database or query, exact query in your Oracle or any XYZ database, we will fire the query in Java, and Java will convert that query into the database, and your database will give the result not on your Oracle or any other screen, but it will redirect your output, your table, to our Java. So that would be something interesting we are going to learn. We will also going to learn multi-tier applications. You might have heard about, in your network subject, you might have heard about multi-tier application, client server architecture. This is nothing. Client server architecture will start with that only. So client server architecture is nothing but two-tier architecture, where there will, one tier is your machine, that is client, and other tier is your server. So this is also we are going to learn. Along with that, we are also going to have the servlet, which is the base for JSP. And the good thing is, we'll try to learn these Spring, Hibernate. These are all frameworks which are used in industries nowadays. The basics of that, of course. So this is all about our advanced Java subject. In short, I can say that in a nutshell, that this subject will focuses more on practical rather than the theories. So from my side, I just have to explain how the thing works, and the next role comes to you, where you have to actually implement those things. This we have already discussed. Teaching scheme we have already discussed, and this is the detailed syllabus. I will upload this detailed syllabus in your e-content so that you can go through later on. Servlet, JSP, and Hibernate, fine. This we already discussed. Along with this, Java server faces. This is also a kind of a framework which is used. We will learn this also in detail. And this is what the practical we are going to use for everything which we are going to learn, like JSP, Servlet, JDBC, Spring. For everything, we have tutorials that we need to work on practicals. Now, please, anyone can tell me, should I proceed, or do you have any kind of doubt or things, suggestions, or any problems with this, so that I can come to know that should I repeat everything or should I proceed? You can write it in chat, or you can unmute yourself. Is it okay? Shall I proceed?
Ma'am, I was having one doubt.
Ayush, you are not audible clearly.
Ma'am, I'm having one doubt. Am I audible now?
Ayush, I am not getting your voice. Please write in chat.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, now I got your voice.
Ma'am, I was having one doubt that nowadays, are Java is Java useful in creating websites? Because
Sorry, Ayush. Sorry, Ayush, your voice is breaking. Please write in chat.
okay, ma'am.
Anybody else, if you have any queries, please write in chat so that we can proceed with our actual syllabus. And I will love interacting with you. So anytime if you feel, nowadays Java is used in website creation. Yes. Even your Android uses Java. Android is the combination of Linux and Java. So you might have heard that your Android is also made up of Linux and Java. And why it is used in website creation, why it is so popular? The two biggest advantage of Java, which you might have understood in core Java subject. It is one of the major two advantages. There are many, lots of. There are many. There are many. There are many websites. Hello. There are many websites which are. Hello. Hello. Yes, Ayush. Am I audible? There are
Yes, ma'am.
many websites. There are many websites. You can also have Java T Point, then Java 2 SE, which you will use for your reference. They all are also made in Java. So there are many. Your Android entirely works on Java. So I think I have cleared your doubt. And as and when we progress with our syllabus, I will definitely throw some light in the real time applications of Java. So shall I proceed, everyone? Ayush, are you satisfied? Okay, okay, fine, Ayush. Okay, fine, fine. Yes, so, okay. Now, everyone, let us do some things which you have not did so far. Everyone, everybody is with two devices. I have already WhatsApped you that please use two devices if possible, because we are having the activities and polls during the session. So it would be easy for you to interact it. If you have only one device, it would be difficult for you to switch between your Google Meet and that particular application. So if possible, have your another device ready. It can be laptop or it can be even your smartphone, no worries. So everybody just type it kahoot.it. I have written inside it in chat. You can go through your Google, your browser ma, kahoot.it. Please type this. Kahoot, K-A-H-O-O-T, kahoot.it. Please everyone do this. And if once you have done, please let me know. We are having one game. Let us have a fun learn. Please. Yes, yes, I'm giving. I'm giving. Meanwhile, please tell me whether do you have two devices or is it fine for you to switch with one device only. My network is a bit slow, so please bear with me. Yes, so can anybody tell what do you understand about network? As our first unit is regarding network. So can anybody tell what do you mean by a network? Yes, unmute yourself and you can discuss. Hello? Yes, everyone. Please tell me what do you understand by a network? Because once you know what network means, then and then only I can start with networking. Yes, any one of you. Any one of you, please tell me what do you understand? See, this is just a discussion, nothing else. We all are learning here. No issue if you are not getting, or no issue if you are wrong. That's fine. Just be interactive. Yes, please, anyone. A system, yes. Ayush is saying, Archit is saying a system of interconnected people. Okay, communication between two or more parties. Great. Anything else you want to add in this? Communication between two or more parties. Great. Network is interconnected between two or more devices like mobile. Very good, Pranav. Great, great. Shivani? Shivani is saying network consists of two or more computers that are linked in order to share resources, exchange file, or allow communication. Great, Shivani. So network, I think all of you knows what is network. So I am sure that I can begin the network chapter very nicely. So now there is some problem with this, I think, website. So it is not loading. So that's fine. We'll start with our actual yes. We'll start with our actual unit, that is Java network programming. As you all are aware, network is nothing but it is an communication or connection between two or more devices. Those devices can be any. It can be mobile computers, it can be routers, even you have communication between routers, switches and all. So network is just a connection between more than two devices. And what is the aim of creating the network? Yes, always you want to exchange the data around the network. So that is what the actual network or the technical term for network. Now let us move on to Java network programming. Now we know what network is, what is the purpose of creating the network. Now to create a network, you need some programs, you need some applications which will help you to communicate between two devices. So that program can be written in many languages. You can also do network programming in C. You can do network programming in C++. You can do network programming in Linux. You can do network programming in .NET. Every major language will support network programming because in real time real life world, we cannot live without a network. There is nobody in the world who can create an application which will just run on the single machine. So that is not that the use of actually the application. So we have to broadcast, we have to apply it on the network so that maximum people can use it. And to do this, Java gives so many classes and methods which can help to create network. First of all, to create a network, that means a connection between two devices. It will help us to connect a network or establish a network. And once the network is established, your Java gives so many APIs, so many functions, so many classes, which will help to communicate between those connected devices. This is what Java network programming. So in short, I can summarize that Java network programming is a network programming where you use different Java APIs to communicate between more than two devices. I hope it is clear to you. Next. Now, today, we will not go much in detail because this is your first session. So I should not bombard you with multiple concepts and terminologies itself. So we'll start with very, very basics, networking basics, and majority of the things will be known to you only. You know what TCP means, you know what UDP means. I think you know what do we mean by ports, DNS, client server model, what is a socket, what is this TCP IP protocol. This is, I think you know that most of the thing is in network we use TCP IP protocol, UDP protocol in Java, URL, everything is known to you. But with respect to Java, we have to learn how we can use this particular concepts through how you can implement this particular concepts with Java, that we will going to learn. So firstly, when I started core Java in my class, I used to say that everything in Java is class. Everything in Java is class. And the second truth about Java is, first truth is everything in Java is class. And second truth is every class in Java resides in one package. Even if you don't create your own package, your particular Java file or your particular class file will reside into the default package, which is having no name. You might have seen default package if you are using NetBeans, Eclipse, or any other IDEs. So every class resides in one package, and Java is a very, very modular language. It has a different modules which groups the related things together. And that module is known as package in Java. So what is a package? Package is a concept which groups the related classes and interfaces together. We have seen java.lang package previously. We have seen java.io package. We have also seen java.awt package. So many packages we have already seen and used. Java.util, yes, of course, java.util. Now, the new package which we are going to use, which is the inbuilt package java.net. This particular package has all the classes. These are the major classes I have listed. So it will have all the classes, methods, interfaces, which will be helpful in creating your own network and communicate between your network. So I am stopping it for a while here. Please tell me whether you are getting everything or not, or should I repeat anything? See, initially I need to know that whether you are adapting with my language, my style or not. Once I will be familiar with you all, I can understand that you are getting everything. So please interact more in chat, or you can unmute yourself and tell me, shall I proceed or not? See, initially I need this acknowledgement frequently to understand you all. So please tell me whether you are getting or not. Is it fine? Yeah, I expect the answers from majority of you, all of you. Yash, Dhruv, Dave, please answer. Great, Janvi. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, fine, 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 fine. Okay, thanks, thanks. Okay. Now, okay. Fine. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. Fine. Thank you for the reply. Now let us proceed. Now let us proceed. Yes. So now why you need network? Why you need network? Obviously nowadays there is no application or no things on the internet which does not require the network. Now initially, yes, anyone non-Gujarati here? Yes, Rekha ma'am. Anyone non-Gujarati here? Please tell me if you are non-Gujarati so that I can mix Gujarati and English. It would be better for both of us. Anybody non-Gujarati who doesn't understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Shivani, you don't understand Gujarati?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine, fine, fine. Okay. You understand Hindi, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, fine, Shivani. Okay, so I'll use Hindi and English. Okay, so पहले आपको होगा कि पहले आप कुछ भी ऑर्डर करते थे, पहले भी ऑर्डर होते थे, आप फूड ऑर्डर कर सकते थे, आप ग्रोसरी ऑर्डर कर सकते थे, सब कुछ ऑर्डर कर सकते थे पहले भी. लेकिन तब कैसे ऑर्डर करते थे हम करते थे थ्रू फोन कॉल. वी call the particular restaurant and tell that this is what we want and they deliver the items to our home place. But nowadays what we do, we just click on the app, place the order, do the payment and the items are delivered. Network, grocery, Amazon पे जाओ, के डी मार्ट पे जाओ, कहीं पे भी, every popular brand and store is having their own websites and everyone loves to operate via apps and websites. So before the internet was not popular, तब भी था, लेकिन तब फोन कॉल पे था. You were not having any kind of history record or what you have ordered previously, or if you want to change your order it would be very difficult. फिर आपको अगर वो ऑर्डर कैंसिल करवाना होता है तो अगर वापस आपको फोन करना होता है, एवरीथिंग फोन नहीं लगता तो देयर इज अनदर काइंड ऑफ प्रॉब्लम. बट नाउ आफ्टर इंटरनेट everything is easily manageable. If you want to cancel your order, if you want to modify your order, everything can be done. Even if you can also comment, you can do feedback, your reviews can be viewed by millions of people and based on the reviews people used to use or don't use that particular app. So every new business requires internet, and as it is an internet, you need a network programming to communicate between two. Yes, anyways, this subject doesn't focuses on that level of communication, but yes, you will definitely get an idea that how two parties communicate. Another demand for internet is the object oriented Java technologies. They are open source, they are platform independent. Any device you use, your object oriented programming language can fit into it, can be customized according to your application. See, the Java which you uses and the Java which Android uses are totally different, because Android has customized that Java according to their requirement. Why they can customize? Because Java is open source. You cannot customize your Windows because Windows is not open source. You cannot do anything at kernel level. I think you have heard this term in your OS. Kernel levels means the lowest level of programming, lowest level of your OS. That is not possible in Windows platform, whereas in Java it is possible. In Linux it is possible. So this kind of nature of technologies has given the rise for the internet application. So when you are doing the object oriented Java technologies, you have to learn what is socket. That we will learn. Threads you have already learned in core Java. Multi-threading. Parallelly you can do multiple things. You can also see the YouTube video and the second thread will load the playlist below it. We all are using YouTube, right? So when you click on the YouTube, you select your song or video, the video will be played, and if you have observed, there will be two circles running continuously. One will load your video and the below circle will continuously load the next songs in your playlist or the next recommendation for your playlist. So that is what two threads are working parallelly, and that gives a rise for more use of internet. Imagine you have only one thread or one program running and just loading your song. Parallelly, you cannot search for the other song. You cannot search or you cannot do the other kind of application. Now RMI is remote method invocation, the method which is not at your place, the method which is not in your machine. The method, you are just calling a method. I hope you know how to call a method in Java, object.method name. Now this method is not there inside your machine, it is somewhere else. So that is also possible with Java. And web services. Web services, I think you know better than me what is the importance of web services nowadays. So that is what the need for internet. Now, a very, very, very basic network where you have a machine, you have another machine at both the ends. The machine which do the request is known as server. The machine which accepts the request and serves the client, that is a server. You can imagine you want to eat aloo parotha today. So what you do, you request your mother would be server, will accept your request, and you will be responded with a very hot and yummy aloo paratha. So that is what a network communication, a two-way communication, request, response. These are the terms which we are going to use: client, server, network, request, response, or result. So this is a client server architecture, two-tier architecture. Two-tier means there will be one thing over here and another thing at the other hand. One will always request, one will always serve. The thing which requests, the machine which requests is client. The machine which accepts and gives the response, that is your server. This is already known to you. Now, this is what? Yes, tell me, this is what? Which diagram it is? This is which diagram? Application, transport, network, link. Do you recognize this? Yes, Vaibhav, Archit, you have raised hand. So, is there any doubt or it was for the previous question? That anybody non-Gujarati? Vaibhav, Archit, is there any question? See, I will be slow in the beginning so that it would be easy for you to cope up. Once we will have our grip, 2-3 lectures, it would be easy for us to communicate fast. Okay, fine. Fine, Vaibhav. Yes, so this is what your TCP/IP protocol layer, OSI model, TCP/IP model. This is your TCP IP model, where this uppermost application transport network link. When you are using a network, everything is to be kept in mind, starting from whether the medium is wired, wireless, whether we are going to use the IP address or not, then transport, how to transport the packet to the network, and which application is going to accept those packet in the form of HTTP and any application layer protocol. So that is what TCP IP model. Now in this unit, we will particularly focus on two protocols, TCP and UDP. Transport layer protocol, TCP and UDP. I think you know TCP and UDP. Yes or no? Yes or no? Do you, anybody can just give me the difference between TCP and UDP, or what is TCP and UDP? Just it, that only. TCP, UDP? Yes. You can unmute yourself also. No need to write. Those who are having good network, they can just unmute and interact with me. I would love to interact with you all. See, I am interacting with you for the first time. So I want your response. Yes, TCP and UDP. Any idea? Yes, yes, Harsh. Connection oriented, great.
TCP is
And connectionless, UDP. Very good, Harsh. Anybody else? This is absolutely correct. Anyone else wants to add anything? It is the transport layer protocol, correct, Vaibhav? They both are transport layer protocol, correct. So they will convert your IP packet into either packet or datagram. If you are using the TCP, it will be converted into packet. If you are using UDP, it will be converted into datagram. Correct, Vaibhav, Harsh? Great. Anybody else? Anybody else wants to have the highlights for this TCP and UDP? I need one more keyword. Anything else? I need one more keyword for this. Very good, Drashti. TCP is reliable while UDP is not. Very good. Very good, Drashti. TCP and UDP. The two major differences: TCP is connection oriented and hence it is reliable. UDP is connectionless protocol and hence it is not reliable. Okay, great. Rekha ma'am has told me that all of you are very workaholic and you are very good in studies, and I am feeling that yes, she is absolutely correct. TCP error check and recovery, great Meet. Because it is reliable, it is connected, it will do error checking and recovery. Fine, correct. So I think Rekha ma'am is absolutely correct that this class is very good. TCP is error checking and recovery, but in UDP, great, Shivani. Fine.
Ma'am, we use UDP when we have to broadcast
Yes.
a message to large public, irrespective
Hello?
of the. Ma'am, hello.
Yes.
Am I audible? We use UDP when we have to broadcast a message to large public, and TCP when it is a secured message from one end to another.
Vaibhav, your
Because
voice is
connection.
constantly breaking, dear. I'm not getting your voice, beta.
Ma'am, we use UDP when we want to broadcast a message to a large public.
Sorry, Vaibhav. Sorry. I can't hear anything. I think today we cannot communicate via mic. You cannot tell me via mic. Please write something in chat. It is very difficult. Yes, Meet. TCP acknowledgement segment. Great. Because it is an connection oriented, it will have the acknowledgement signal from the client, from the server, and yes, it will have the acknowledgement. Fine. It is known as ACK. Fine. TCP has sequence number. Yes, because of reliability, it will have the sequence number. Fine, fine, fine. We use TCP when it is secured message and it is sent to particular person. Great, Vaibhav. Very good. Very good. So when we need the surety, assurance that yes, whatever my message is, that should reach to the particular client and I should get the acknowledgement, we use TCP. And when the data is not crucial enough, it is not that much important, we use UDP. So for text, generally we use for TCP, generally we use the text, and for UDP, where the applications is for media and image, we use UDP. Okay, UDP is used when the message, yes, correct, broadcasted to large people without considering that whether they will get or not. That's fine for me. If few machines is not getting the message, then also it's fine. The data is not crucial. So for broadcasting, we use UDP. For peer-to-peer, we use TCP. Great. I'm so happy that I'm getting so much response in the first lecture only. Thank you all. So again, we'll move on to that game. The site was not loading properly. So let us move to that game. Please type kahoot.it in your second device. Please use second device and type this. The game pin is let me share my screen. Yes, the game pin is 576563. This is the game pin. This is the game pin 576563. Now, why I have told you to use the second device? Because the question will come here in the Google Meet, the device in which you have used Google Meet. Oh, many of you have joined. Amit, Reshma, great. Yes. So once everyone joins, we'll start that. Please use second mobile so that you can see the question in the first mobile and this Kahoot in the second mobile. Now, when I'll place the question, please understand this. When I will throw the question from here, you will not get the question in your screen. Even you will not get options in your screen. You will see only some symbols with colors. Based on the colors, you have to choose the option. See, this is the first game only, introductory game, and we'll place these kind of games frequently in our session. So to make all of you to used to with such a platform, I have done this. Great. Oh, so many of you. So let's start. Let's start. I'm starting this. Please see the question here. Please see the question here. What do you think Java networking gives us insight about what? So you have 20 questions. So see the question and options here. And based on that, you select the particular symbol. Whatever you feel is the correct answer. Please, 16 answer. Great, great. So you have only, great. So 12 people got the correct answer. Let's see who is the winner. Who is NS? Please get your full name so that I can get. So NS, who is NS? Who is NS? Oh, Naimish Solanki, great. So Naimish, you are the first one right now. Shivani, second, Paritosh, third, Pranav, Parita. Let's go to the next question. There are only 2 questions because I want to make you familiar with this kind of thing. So right now, this is just introductory questions only. How many machines do we need to have network implemented? So how many machines do we need to implement? Oh, great, great. See, the not only the correct answer matters, but how fast you give that matters. The correct answer should be given as fast as possible. Great. Oh, time is up. Great. Many of you have answered correctly. Who is first now? Let us see. So Pranav is third. Second is Shivani. And yes, first is, who is the first one? Let's see. Naimish. Oh, great. Naimish stood first in this. Great. All of you. So this is just a fun game. This is not an actually game which you will get score marks for your grades. But I think this would be helpful in revising as well as to have interest in such online sessions. So I think I should stop here as it is already 10:52. So I am giving you chance to just give your suggestions, your feedback for the first lecture, and any queries or doubt you are facing for this. And please have patience. Let us wait for 5-6 lectures so that I can understand what advanced Java means. Please write your suggestions, feedback in the chat box. All of you. I would really appreciate and I need your feedback and suggestion. Even if you don't like the session, even if you want that, madam, I need this, we need such kind of things, we need such kind of, what we say, changes in your session, then also tell me. Thank you. Okay, thank you. No, I don't want thank you. I know you are thanked. I know your feelings, but I want suggestion, whether you liked it or not. Shivani, thank you for your suggestion. The session was really good, very good. Thank you so much, Reshma, and I hope I will satisfy your knowledge. I will try to satisfy what you want in terms of knowledge and practicality. Thank you. Is there any suggestion or queries? If you have any queries, then also tell me. As it is the first lecture, I cannot expect much technical doubts because this was just an introductory session. But if you feel that, ma'am, this is the query we didn't understand from this also, then also tell me. Yes, ma'am. This is okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Shivani. So I think we will have. It was good. Improve. Oh yeah. I know. Improve your network. Yes, but whatever things I can do, I'll definitely do it to improve my network. It was a nice session and teaching pattern was fine. Thank you, Vaibhav. So I also loved the response and curiosity you all have, the quick response you all got. And I hope that we together can do many good things in the sessions, make it more interactive and fruitful. So I end up the session for today. A batch student will join in 5 minutes in the second link for our practical session. B batch and C batch can leave the meeting, and we will meet tomorrow at the same attendance. I have already taken, Archit. I have the plugin downloaded. Your attendance is ready with me. Don't worry. Your attendance is there with me. And yes, your response also was a kind of attendance for me. Don't worry. So I got your attendance. I recorded your names. No worries for that. That is my responsibility. Anything else? So B and C batch can leave the meeting, and A batch will join the second link which has been provided by Rekha ma'am. So that we'll start with our next lab session. And all of you, we will see you tomorrow at the same time and same place, sharp at 10 a.m. Thank you all. And goodbye. Stay safe. Stay at home. Thank you. So I'm ending up this meeting because we have another link for the lab session. I'm leaving the meeting. Okay. Bye bye all of you. Take care.